Hello, 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 salut. I am the Rasta Witch. Here's where we learn the way of the Yan Sui Rasta, which is to say, my kind of Ital. Please subscribe and begin your own kind of Yan Sui witchcraft. All roads lead to Rome. Home. Okay, so we are on the court cards. The court cards, of course, are the royal family. They represent either other people in the person in question's life or an aspect of them, of the person you're doing the reading for, or yourself if the carding's for yourself. For example, if it's for other people in their life, the king represents father figures, mature men, or bosses over 35. If it's for you, it's qualities of yourself. So the king would represent your mature, qualified, experienced qualities like enterprise, command, and skill. So we have the kings in each suit, the queens in each suit, the knights, and the pages. The king gives the order, the queen makes the order doable and real, but the knight does it, and the page develops it. Like the father, mother, son, and daughter, king, queen, prince, and princess in some decks. So let's look at the chart. So the pages represent number 10, Malkut, in the Sephirat. And of course the tetragram of Yod He Bao He, Yahweh, the tetragram is fire, water, air, and earth. The king, the queen, the prince, and the princess, or the king, queen, knight, and page. The pages, also called the princesses, the page is associated with number 10, Malkut, like I said. So notice that on the chart, the line at the bottom going across Malkut there, this is because number 10 is seen as a pendulum swinging. The page develops the work of the knight. The knight kills it, the princess cooks it. Pages are teenagers, youths, or students, or it's you, the youthful, inexperienced skills or qualities in you. As the youngest member of the royal family, the page can also represent children, the freshness of youthful enthusiasm. Okay, moving forward to the page of wands. Wands are fire energy, and they're a he, yod. I say he, they're yod, fire energy. The wands. I think of a princess named Paige, like on the show Charmed. She is the earthy side of fire. This page has the power to motivate and inspire, revitalizing a project, bringing a new idea to life. He loves an impossible challenge. Okay, look at the card here. So, we know that that wands and swords, because they're the two that are masculine energies, cups and pentacles, of course, for feminine energies. But we know that the wands are a phallic symbol. But of all the wand cards, that's the one that's the most obvious. He is just, it's like he's just holding his erection, you know. You think of like young men, that's when their hormones are just raging, and then they are just horny, you know. The page is the youngest of the royal family, so you think of that, you know. So he's looking at the leaves budding out of the wand, and he is just focused on that wand, and he's thinking about where he can go from here, and what he has, and the energy and desires racing through him, and where that can lead him next. He is opportunistic for the future. He's fresh, but he can be too excited for a relationship that is not good for him. So that's his weakness, but basically he's into the new dawn. So if you look over here, we've got Leo and Cancer. On the Sephiroth deck, all the princesses, the princess's name Paige, they're all topless, so that's kind of like the same thing, like young women and young men, they're just super beautiful. It's for obvious reasons, because they need to find a mate, and and that's how we procreate and all that stuff, but they're young and ready to go. Like on the movie Point Break, young, dumb, and full of cum. So this is a favorite one of mine, the Page of Cups. See that? I like turtles a lot. See how she's holding that shell with a turtle in it, and a swan and a fish. Like, that's one of the coolest pictures in the Thoth deck right there. The Page of Cups. Cups are water energy. This page is the earth side of water. She likes to amuse and to delight. She has an open heart and a warm spirit. So you can see here we've got Virgo and Libra. And look, there's a little Sagittarius over there. So if you look at this card, I like this one a lot. Here's a Paige sitting there, and she's by the shore with her foot in the water, because she's water energy, and she's got a really peculiar cup. There's a fish coming out of it. It reminds me of the King of Cups, how it has a playful fish, because the water is playful and full of life, and the water wants to play with the king, and the king wants to play with the water. So I think she takes after her dad a little bit, but she doesn't seem completely interested. She's kind of like looking off to the side there, She is an easy companion and genuinely charming. She is simple and naturally intuitive and sensitive. She is easily aroused to action. If that fish started talking to her, she would look right over there and be completely focused on it instantly, She likes unearthly messages, omens, and such things. That is what her deal is. She is water. Okay, moving on to the Page or the Princess of Swords. Swords are air energy. He is the earth side of air. The earth side of air. And he seeks excitement and is easily bored. You can see on this card, we got Aquarius over here, Virgo over here, and Pisces. Look at that. She's floating up in the sky on air. She's got all these astrological signatures, and she's got the power of air somewhat mastered. She's got a ways to go. She's the youngest of the royal family. But if you look at the card, here the Page of Swords, look, he's looking forward at that dill plant. That dill weed. You dill weed? No. He's looking at that dill weed, and there's lots of dill weed around, but he likes an adventure, and so he's got a sword and he wants to chop something, so he singles out one of the dill weeds, and he's going to clearly walk over and whack it and cut it in half, So he is versatile and well-informed, and he has many interests, an adaptable mind, and is excited by new developments. He learns quickly. He can be a spy. Charm is a mask for unsavory characteristics. Okay, now we're moving forward to the Princess of Discs, the Page of Discs, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Coins. One thing you'll notice, like with the other cards, you go with like the minor arcana. I mean, specifically with the minor arcana cards, I would go more into detail about what it means about you. You know, the minor arcana are like what it means about you, you know? But the court cards are you're trying to like identify a person in your life, or if you know that the reading is strictly about you or strictly about the person you're doing the reading for, it's you know, characteristics about you, you know? And so it's about either identifying your own characteristics or identifying a person in your life or something like that, you know? So that's why the information, it's describing a person. Can you see how that works? So the pentacles are earth energy. That is one of my favorite ones in the Sephiroth deck. Look at that. That is so cool. She is the earth side of earth. So very, very earthy. You can see right here we got Taurus, which is an earth sign, and Gemini. No wonder. I'm a Taurus Gemini cusp. You know, so no one, isn't that weird? It's weird how those things work, but yeah, I'm like, oh, whoa, you know, look at that one, just everything about it. I love to go on hikes. I love to go on those earthy types of adventures. See, there's this river and this mountain and this grass that matches my dress, and like, you know what I mean? So it's just, I love it. It's a super cool card, you know? So if you look at the card out of my deck, though, the Page of Coins, it's from the Crow's Magic Tarot deck. You can see here, like I said, it's the earth side of earth. Look at that, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Those are all earth signs, you know? And we got a Black Panther, you know, cruising down the trail, not at full speed, but at a kind of a normal panther-y gallop, like going down the thing, you know? This card is about the precision and performance of a feline, you know? This is the feline card. You know, she is a Black Panther, you know? And she's a little bit dangerous and very agile and, you know, and certainly a badass. This youth can be trained to perform, so his or her personality can shine. You know, she's up for some fun. Like I said, all the princesses have their boobs out. They're young, they're sexy, and all that. So this card is like Jack Black would say, a fucking ninja, you know, a martial artist, a model, an athlete, you know. He or she loves natural things inspired by the natural world. Ital is vital. She is sensual and earthy. I think of a young hippie chick, you know, a deadhead chick, you know, that will go up on a hike with you and smoke a bowl, you know, and she's fun for anything that you're doing. Okay, that was the page of all the suits. And so now we are done with the court cards. So we've done the minor arcana, and now we've done all 4 court cards. So we're done with the cards that are either a cup, a disc, a sword, or a wand. Next we'll be going to the major arcana cards, which are fun. So they'll just be doing 1 card per video. And those are fun. Those are the more famous ones, you know, the people that maybe you guys are more excited to hear about. But obviously you can't do a reading if you don't know all 78. I've heard it explained that the trick to like how my playlist works and how you can benefit from this is the same way it was introduced to me. Learning the tarot cards, it's kind of, there's 78 cards. I believe it's 78. And it's like going to a party with 78 guests. And your calling is to be very social and to meet. Your calling is to be very social and to meet all 78 guests. And once you know all 78 guests, then you can do a card reading.